Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where we are and how we got here, and do you remember what happened?
I think we just got done reading Isaiah chapter 40.
Correct.
Which was the start of the new Isaiah second book thing.
Mm-hmm.
And God was weighing mountains.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Because ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Ain't no
valley low enough? Is that the other part?
I think so.
Okay. But he didn't weigh the valley. You can't really weigh a valley. That's like a negative space, so that doesn't work out so well.
Right. I was thinking I would have some friends that might say that they ain't high enough either.
Well, luckily, we just got legalized in Ohio, so that's a problem that can be solved now.
If there was a problem, voters solved it.
That's right.
Now, the people in charge are trying to fuck it up.
Well,
so we'll
there's
see.
always that.
We'll see.
That's the way things go.
But yes, that was Isaiah chapter 40.
It sure was. So that means that today we're getting into
Isaiah chapter 41.
All right, you ready to do this?
I am.
So let's do it.
Okie dokie. All right, so we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 41.
Okay.
Be silent before me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You islands.
I might have to edit the sound down from that. Fuck.
That's how it starts. It's quote
You're going to have to
marks.
reread that because I did not pay attention to what you just said.
It says, be silent before me, you islands. Okay?
Okay. The islands have to be silent.
I'm telling you, islands to be silent.
You should really apply to be God because I think they would have listened to you.
They would have, right? Let the nations renew their strength! Exclamation point.
Okay.
Let them come forward and speak.
Mm-hmm.
Let us meet together at the place of judgment.
That
You
place
know
of
that
judgment.
one.
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me. Who has stirred up one from the east, calling him in righteousness to his service?
I don't know who did it.
I don't know who stirred up one from the east. I don't even know who the one from the east is.
Right.
Much less who stirred him.
But I would have thought that would have been... Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm still...
He, whoever he is that got stirred up.
Yeah.
He hands nations over to him.
There's
too
a lot
many
of pronouns. This is fucking crazy.
This is pronoun abuse, and
Right.
I cannot abide it.
Yeah, what is going on?
He hands nations over to him and subdues kings before him.
Was him or he or any of that capitalized? Like, I mean, is this God?
No, they're not capital.
Okay.
But I don't know that we're in the part of the Bible that capitalizes God.
Oh.
I don't know.
This is difficult to follow here.
Yeah, I don't know who we're talking about. So
Okay.
I'm just going to just go with it.
He.
Somebody's doing a thing.
That guy.
They're stirring some shit.
Okay.
He turns them to dust with his sword.
Well, that's got to be God.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
So, this is Isaiah talking, right? Okay, so Isaiah's like, yo, let's talk about God. God is so... Who did that? God did.
Okay.
Right? Does that sound... Does that track?
Sure. Maybe.
Okay, so he turns them to dust with his sword, to wind-blown chaff with his bow.
B-O-U...
B-O-W.
B-O-W.
It could be bow or bow.
Oh, probably bow, though.
Probably bow.
Yeah.
Right. I get those confused sometimes because, okay, whatever. He pursues them and moves on unscathed. Okay, do you ever have problems telling between effect and affect? Even though, like, I know that
yes,
because we are doing this in a live discourse, somebody is going to put the explanation between the two, and that is so helpful, but I won't remember it as soon as we get out of that chat.
You actually told me what at one point you had told me, and I do a better job of distinguishing between them now than I used to, but I used to have immense trouble with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I do not like them and I don't use them. And then some snotty person told me, well, as a writer, you should not be afraid to use words and learn how to use them correctly. And I was like, bitch, as a writer, I can use whatever the fuck word I want.
I guarantee that every writer out there doesn't know some word.
Yeah.
So.
Like, snot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not appreciate that comment. I will have you know. Okay, anyway. So whoever he is, probably God, pursues them, whoever they are, and moves on unscathed by a path his feet have not traveled before. Okay. God damn it.
God damn it.
God is going on a path he never traveled. I don't know who we're talking about.
No, this is really weird.
Why is God going on a path that he's never traveled before?
God really doesn't have any need to go on a path. You
right?
know? Like, he's God.
So who are we talking? Who's got a sword and who's stirring a path?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so confused.
We're going to have to keep reading to find out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little wound up tonight.
Apparently,
I apologize.
Yeah.
Who has done this and carried it through, calling forth the generations from the beginning? Oh, he's going to answer.
Okay,
ready?
Yeah.
I, the Lord with the first of them, and with the last of, I am he.
Okay. He is he.
I am I.
He is the guy.
God has said that before. The great I am.
Right, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because
it's very presumptuous.
That sentence has always bothered me. I'm like, okay, yes, I am, technically speaking, is a sentence because it has a noun doing a verb. But, like, really, I am the great I am. I'm the great I am.
Right.
That just sounds, like you said, pretentious. I don't like it.
Yeah. I am what I am.
That's Popeye.
I know.
And that's something different. The islands, I gotta know about these islands, too.
Okay.
The islands have seen it and fear. The ends of the earth tremble. Would that be the flat earth?
Probably,
ends?
Yeah. This is, there's that whole, what do they call it? There's a, shit. Now I know it. There's
what?
The firmament. There's
firmament?
Like this whole, like, way that the world is set up in a flat method that the people believe, and there's, I don't know. I've seen pictures of it before where you'd have to look it up.
Okay.
The firmament. Yeah.
The firmament.
It's a thing.
I thought
people get it from the Bible somewhat, sort of, I guess.
I thought these folks knew that the earth was round, though. Did they not?
Why would they know it was round?
I don't know. I just thought they did.
They've never ventured around it.
Okay. That's fair. So the ends of the earth tremble where you fall off the edge.
Yeah.
They approach and come forward. They help each other and say to their companions, "Be strong."
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that every morning.
Are you going to?
Babe, be strong.
Okay.
Wake your ass up. Wakey, eggs and bakey, bitch. The metalworker encourages the goldsmith, and the one who smooths with the hammer spurs on the one who strikes the anvil.
Okay.
One says of the welding, "It is good."
I'm really having a hard time following whatever the fuck is going on here.
I'm just reading the words.
No, I know, but like I'm confused.
The other nails down the idol so it will not topple.
Oh, we're discussing destroying idols now.
Sure.
Okay.
The hammer spurs on the one who strikes the anvil.
Okay.
One says of the welding, "It's good." The other nails down the idol so it won't topple.
Okay.
But you, Israel, my servant Jacob, whom I have chosen, you descendants of Abraham, my friend, I took you from the ends of the earth, from its farthest corners, I called you.
Mm-hmm.
So God doesn't know that the earth ain't flat. Embarrassing. I said, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. Oh, I've heard people quote this shit. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
People like that because it gives them strength.
Sounds pretty and wonderful and stuff.
Well, it's like one of those, if you are Wiccan and you have like a chant or a spell that you say to yourself, or if you are like a positive influencer, then you have like affirmations.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just like this is a thing that I say, and if I repeat it,
and you
then
got the
I feel
poster
stronger.
Of the cat in the background that says "Hang in there."
Hang in there.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That sounds like I'm making fun, and I am a little bit, but I'm also not, because, like, dude, whatever gets you through the day, honestly.
Yeah. No, definitely.
All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. That is not true. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish.
Damn.
I have a list of a couple people, so it's not really a list. It's
just a couple
people.
I don't know. You gotta ask that Audi commercial or whatever.
They have opposed me, and they are not as nothing, and they sure as fuck have not perished. And I really wish they would. I didn't say that. Rude. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them.
No.
No.
Okay.
You won't.
All right.
They're hidden, I guess.
Okay.
Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. For I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand, just your right one.
Yep.
And says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Do not be afraid, you worm Jacob.
Wait, you what?
You worm.
You worm Jacob.
Jacob, you worm, little Israel. Do not fear, for I myself will help you, declares the Lord your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
That sounds a little bit like a cut at the same time that he's like helping
He's
them.
like, you small piece of shit that's nothing. I'm
Right.
here for you.
Right.
You suck, you trash heap. You are so small. You are nothing. I love you.
Right.
I love you, garbage.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Right.
That tracks with God. God does that.
Yeah.
He's like, the right and the left hand smacking you at the same time, with the compliment and the insult all rolled into one.
Right.
See, this is God again, quotes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
See, I will make you into a threshing sledge, new and sharp, with many teeth. You're going to work it. You're going to work it. You will thresh the mountains and crush them and reduce the hills to chaff.
Gotta wonder why you spent all that time weighing them then.
I know.
He's just gonna do that.
If he's just gonna chomp them down.
Right.
You will winnow them. The wind will pick them up, and a gale will blow them away.
Wait, the mountains?
A Dorothy gale?
Jesus.
That's
a
Dorothy gale will blow them to Oz. I always liked, so I first read The Wonderful Wizard of Oz when I was in 5th grade, and I felt so intellectual and advanced when I put 2 and 2 together and realized that Dorothy Gale, that gale is a wind. And I felt really smart because other 5th graders did not necessarily know that word.
Sure.
That was a good word.
In 5th grade, total credit there.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Props.
So anyway, a gale's going to blow them away.
Uh-huh.
But you will rejoice in the Lord and glory in the Holy One of Israel. Okay?
Uh-huh, sure.
The poor and needy search for water, but there's none. Sucks to be them.
But I thought we liked the poor and needy. We
Not
wanted
today.
to help them. Okay.
It depends on the day, remember?
Right,
We discussed this.
Okay.
Their tongues are parched with thirst, but I, the Lord, will answer them.
Oh.
I, the God of Israel, will not forsake them.
There you see, he does like them.
Today.
But not before he makes them parched.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. You can be my silver springs.
What?
That's a Fleetwood Mac song.
Oh, I had no idea what you were talking about.
Silver springs. Okay, nothing. Okay. I will put in the desert the cedar and the acacia, the myrtle and the olive. I will set junipers in the wasteland, the fir and the cypress together, so that people may see and know, may consider and understand that the hand of the Lord has done this, that the Holy One of Israel has created it.
So things growing means that God did it. Is that what that means?
Proof. That's
proof. That's not proof.
But it's also proof of unicorns. Because I said.
What? Oh, okay.
Because I said.
Okay. All right.
I said it.
I guess. So, right. Yeah.
Present your case, saith the Lord.
Okay.
Set forth your argument, saith Jacob's king. Okay.
That would be the Lord still, right?
No, the king.
Oh,
Jacob's
the king. Hezekiah?
Hezekiah?
Are you sure? Because Jacob's king...
Well, it's a capital K. Jacob's king.
I would think that would be God.
I don't know.
Well, because...
Jacob is Israel.
Right.
Or... Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be God.
But they have a king.
Jerusalem has a king. The northern tribe, or,
Judah has a king.
Judah has a
that's
king.
Hezekiah.
Right.
But Israel also had a king.
There was 2 kings.
Yes.
At this time when this writing was happening.
Yeah, so when he says Jacob's king, it's not necessarily God. It could be the king of Israel.
But
I don't remember that guy's name at this time.
It's more likely God, I think.
I mean, who could know?
Well, we'll find out in the Q&A probably.
Present your case, says the Lord.
This one's going to need some
digging. Set forth
digging.
your arguments, says Jacob's king. Tell us, you idols, what is going to happen.
Just in context, this sounds like God.
Well, okay, but he's challenging the falser gods. He's saying, tell us, you idols, what is going to happen.
Right.
Tell us what the former things were so that we may consider them and know their final outcome. Or declare to us the things to come. Tell us what the future holds so we may know that you are gods. Do something.
Right.
Whether good or bad.
And that's kind of how I feel about Yahweh, but
Right. So that we will be dismayed and filled with fear. But you are less than nothing, and your works are utterly worthless. Whoever chooses you is detestable. I have stirred up one from the north, and he comes. Boom. One from the rising sun, who calls on my name. He treads on rulers as if they were mortar.
Wow.
As if he were a potter treading the clay.
Wow.
That's kind of cool wording.
It is kind of cool wording, yeah.
Who told of this from the beginning so we could know, or beforehand so we could say, he was right? No one told of this. No one foretold it. No one heard any words from you. I was the first to tell Zion, look, here they are. I gave to Jerusalem a messenger of good news. I look, but there is no one among the gods to give counsel, no one to give answer when I ask them. See, they're false. Their deeds amount to nothing. Their images are but wind and confusion.
If that's the basis for knowing that a God is real, then we have all the basis based on the Bible's statement here.
Yeah.
To say that God is not real.
Right.
Because there is no, we can't ask God to do something and then it happens and then we have proof. That doesn't fucking happen. Right.
But one would say, oh, but you could have in the old days before Jesus came, but now there's a Jesus.
That's bullshit.
And
well,
so
and then,
the deal changed.
And you would also have a lot of people at churches be like, well, I prayed for this and this did happen. So that's, proof that God exists. And it's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a better answer than blah.
No, okay. That's all I have.
All right. Well, I think that chapter is going to require some digging into on our Q&A. So
the first part, I have no idea what was going on. But the second part, he is challenging people who believe in idols and the false gods and shit like that.
No, I got that. But I mean, there was a lot of...
That whole first half, I got nothing.
Right. And I mean, we kind of argued a bit back and forth, and we want to clarify who the king of Jacob is,
Yeah.
So, because I think it's definitely God.
Oh, I think it's definitely... That's not the way you phrase a strong opinion.
Well, I mean, that's how I just did phrase a strong opinion.
But that's not how that goes.
But I'm just saying.
I won't allow that.
No?
No.
Why won't you allow it? I already did it.
But you need to take that back. You can't just say, nope, that's a fact. I've decided.
In my strongly held opinion, I believe that is probably God. In that context.
You just then sounded like a theist, and I call bullshit on you.
I just voiced an opinion based on what I read.
I know, but you said as though it's already a fact. And it's like, look, I hear you. There's a strong argument. You probably are right, but you don't know for 100%, and we're going to look into it. And you can't just be like, no, I'm right.
I didn't say I was right. I said my strongly held opinion.
That's not what you said at first.
This is like the 99.9%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure,
That's not the way you phrased it. The way you phrased it was, you better get your face in order, sir. You better get your face. You are...
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm right.
Okay.
How's that?
I'm going to smack you one. How about that?
Are you?
No.
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 All right. I think that's good for tonight. So that was Isaiah chapter 41.
Sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we will be back with
Isaiah chapter 42.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.